Hi everyone, it's Ruth from Viva Bel Toro, and today I am going to talk about one of my favorite things. I'm going to do a full Tieks review and unboxing. If you follow me on the blog, you know that Tieks are one of my favorite things. I write about them pretty often because I just love them so much. I got my first pair of Tieks in 2015, and I've bought dozens of pairs ever since. So I decided that I wanted to hop on a video because some people have asked me to do this in the past. So I just wanted to show you a full unboxing, what you can expect to get from Tieks, and just my overall impressions of them since I've been wearing them for a couple of years now. So when you order your Tieks, you are going to get them in a white box, just like this, white shipping box. And if you get more than one pair, you'll get a bigger box, but it looks similar. So it's going to come like this, and as you can see, it's beautiful. Tieks are going to come folded and packaged in their signature teak blue box. It's going to come with a flower ribbon, and I have a full review on this with close-up pictures if you want to see anything a little bit closer, if maybe this doesn't zoom in enough for you. So each one will come with a flower ribbon, and these are adorable. They come out with special edition ones lately throughout the years, as you can see. If you can see this one here, this was the red diamond special edition that was released for Black Friday this year. And then when the neons came out, they had a special flower. Tortoise had a special flower. So this one was over right before Christmas. They did a emerald green flower, and it's beautiful. And my daughter likes to wear these as headbands, or you can use them to decorate or whatever you like. So when you open the box, the first thing you'll see is a care card, and in this card is just kind of an overview of how Tieks are made, what you can expect, how to care for them, and how, if you need to maybe exchange them for a different size, you can read about that right here. If you order a patent pair of Tieks, such as teak blue right here, or I have some maybe like the neons here, you're going to get a specialty care card that tells you all about how to care for patent leather Tieks. Now these you don't want to store next to anything where they're touching anything else, because patent leather can absorb other colors, and that's not specific to Tieks flats by any means. It's all patent leather. I've had patent leather handbags in the past that have absorbed other colors, just because I stored them touching maybe like a black leather purse, and then there was a transfer color on there, so you want to avoid that. So when you unwrap your Tieks, you'll see that they are folded just like that, and you're going to take them out, and they're going to be just like this. So Tieks is known to be the foldable ballet flat, so that's exactly what it is. You just unfold it. When you want to fold it again, you just put it back in there, just like that. So they're perfect for travel. I really only wear Tieks, or maybe, boots in colder weather, or, sneakers when I'm working out, but otherwise it's pretty much Tieks. They go everywhere with me. What's great about them is you can put them in your purse if you need to wear heels for a function. Just stick these in your purse. They're going to come with 2 bags, and you might only see one when you open it. So just open this little black bag, and you'll see that there's another black bag. We'll get to this in a second. So this is the Tieks storage pouch, and a lot of people don't understand how to get the Tieks into this pouch because this looks really small. But this is like a compression fabric. So what I do is I turn it inside out, and I kind of put my hand in there, and then put the Tieks here, and kind of just wrap it around until you get them in, kind of just like that. So I hope you could see that whole thing. So just like that, that's it, little bag, and then there's your shoes. So put them in your purse when you're going out for a night out. So when you do that, what do you do with your heels? Well, that's what this little bag is for. So you unfold this little bag, and out pops a tote. And you can just put your heels in there, and then when you're done, you can just bag it back up into this is the same little black compression fabric. So they're super adorable. It's all about storage and space, and so you have this little adorable little black bag that you could put your heels in afterwards. Put this in your purse, put these in your purse, whatever you need to do. I almost forgot one of the best parts about buying Tieks is the handwritten card that you get with your order. Depending on when you order, what time of year, you might get a little seasonal card, but every time I've ever ordered Tieks, I've gotten a handwritten card from a member of the Tieks team. It has a sweet little note. Every single one is handwritten. They're all a little bit different. As you see, this one I had ordered around Thanksgiving. This, I think, was for the Red Diamond release. This one was around New Year's. So you can see that each one is a little bit different, and they're just adorable and so cute, so classy. That's the whole thing about this brand, is for everything from the packaging to the note cards to the shoe, everything is high quality, and I mean, you get what you pay for, and these really I just love them. So back to the Tieks. So what I love about Tieks, besides just the look of them in general, is the comfort. And I mean it when I say that these are the most comfortable flats that I have ever worn. I've tried a lot of them. You know, a lot of the competitors, probably like maybe the Tory Burch Mini or the Riva flats. These are hands down the most comfortable flats that I've ever worn. I can wear them all day. I've worn them at trade shows, walking on concrete for 9 hours straight, and then out to dinner afterwards. Throughout the whole day, I can wear these. My Tieks, I have pretty easygoing feet, so Tieks will usually just fit me right out of the box. I don't usually have to break a whole lot of them in. A couple pairs that maybe some of the patent leathers maybe have felt a little snug at first, but with a little bit of gentle stretching, they've worked out fine. They will mold to your foot. That's the beauty of this leather. They use fine Italian leathers that are going to mold beautifully to your foot. So they're going to fit you. They're going to be just great for your foot. Now, some people have asked me about bunions and Tieks. My mom has a pretty significant bunion. I actually have a picture of this in one of my blog posts, so I'll put a link to that so that you can see that Tieks are the only flat that she can wear that will stretch to accommodate her bunion. So there's a picture of that I'll link for you. So I think they do work. If you have wide feet, so Tieks only come in full sizes. So I wear an 8.5 in most shoes. I wear a size 9 in Tieks. I decided to size up. Some people that are a true half size will find that they can size down or up pretty comfortably. If you size down, they'll stretch to mold to your foot. If you size up, they might be a little bit roomy, but they're not going to stretch out any further. They're only going to stretch as much as you need them to. So I wear a size 9, and they fit me perfectly. I wear a size 9 in classics, in patents, in prints, in all of them. I wear a size 9. The only exception to that is the vegan line, and I have a pair of those right here. These run a little bit small. There's 5 different vegan colors. Greystone is a wool interpretation, and that runs true to size, but the other ones are burlap interpretation, and that would be Sunset Stripe, Silver Lake, Echo Park, and Brentwood. And so those you might need to size up. I ordered a 9 and a 10. I found that the 9 was not going to work for me, so sent those back, kept the 10, and they are perfect. I love them. I wear them all the time. Super comfortable. And I have a whole post about the vegan Tieks if you want to know more about those and the sizing and the care and all that. So I'll post a link to that as well. So back to why I love Tieks so much. So super comfortable, wear them all day, and they're durable. So I've had a pair since 2015 is when I got my first pair, and they were cardinal red, and I'm going to show them to you. And I mean, excuse the dark insoles because they are dark, because I've worn them hundreds of times. I love them. I live in Florida. It gets hot here. So this is what you can kind of expect that they're going to look like over time. I'm not super clumsy. I don't tend to scuff my shoes. I don't put my foot down when I'm driving, so I don't get a lot of scuffs on the heels or anything like that. I just have really easygoing feet, and I just don't trip a lot. So that none of my shoes have a lot of scuffs on them, but if you do get scuffs on them, the great thing about the classics, and that when I say classics, I mean the classic leather pairs that aren't prints, aren't patent leathers, just beautiful, either top grain or full grain leather, you can get polish and polish them up, and they look as good as new on the outside. So this is what my cardinal reds look like after 2.5 years basically of wear. I wear them all the time. You can see that the insoles start to patina after a while. That's normal with any leather product, whether you have a luxury handbag, the handles are going to get darker over time. Same thing with your shoes. What you can do to prevent that from happening is wear insoles or even if you wear the no-show socks, you're probably still going to get a little bit of patina just because the heat from your foot is going to change that leather. But I have a post about that too that I can link to you if you want to see what insoles that I use. I'm not sure that I have them out here right now, but I wear a pair of they're like lambskin leather insoles, and they feel almost exactly the same as the insoles on Tieks, and they're super comfortable, give you a little bit of extra padding, and they prevent the color change. And I'll show you a pair that I've worn. Let me see. Sorry, I have a bunch of pairs here. So I've worn this pair several times, but I've always worn insoles with them, and you can see that there's barely any color change at all. So they still look brand new basically on the inside. So another thing that I love about Tieks is the color selection. As you can see, I've got tons of colors. I have a whole post about comparing all the colors, and I think I'm actually going to do a video about those too, so that you can kind of see side-by-side shots of all the colors if you're trying to decide maybe between, you know, clover green and the Pacific green or what have you. So I don't know if you have any questions. I'd love to hear them. Drop them in the comments. I am a believer in these flats. I love them. I think they are super comfortable. I think they're worth every penny. That's a question that I get asked all the time. Are they really worth the price tag? I say yes. Yes, they are. Completely, 100%. I wouldn't have bought so many pairs if I didn't really believe that. So if you have any comments, drop them in the comments. I'll link to the blog post to do more of that if you want to read more about these shoes. And I hope to hear from you. Thanks.